Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups in reverse, your energy, okay. I feel a disappointment or loss. I heard the word deflated. Some of you feeling a little bit deflated. Hermit in reverse, your person, Virgo energy. They're viewing you as the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, what you're not seeing is the Sun. This might be somebody who hides their feelings or acts like everything's okay. And the final outcome, we have the Lovers card, Gemini energy. Okay, so there may be a coming together here, Gemini, but let's not jump to conclusions. And we see the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you have strong water in your chart, or maybe your Gemini Cancer cusps. But the King of Cups in reverse tells me you're not giving emotionally to this connection right now, or you're feeling quite emotionally drained by what's happening here or what has happened. You're definitely feeling a sense of lack or loss here when it comes to this connection or just love in general. Some sort of disappointment for sure. Okay, and the Four of Swords. And you're just focused on your own healing. You may be a little bit more introverted or a little bit more isolated right now with this Four of Swords. You know, he's kind of in this energy like, all right, that didn't work out, or things aren't working out. Just kind of taking some time for yourself. Some of you, you're reconnecting with nature. Some of you might be sleeping a lot more right now, which I feel like in Pisces season that happens. And also remember, we're in retrograde, Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So, you know, you're going within. You're probably being like isolating a little bit more at this time. You're viewing this person as the Lovers in reverse, Gemini energy. So you might be dealing with another Gemini or a Virgo or a Leo here, but the Lovers card in reverse tells me you're viewing this person as possibly having made a decision to go quiet or to move away from this connection that you feel is hurtful or was painful. The Lovers in reverse can indicate third party, so you know, you may or may not know or feel like there's third party energy here. Now the shadow attributes of Gemini energy, as many of you may know, is Gemini energy, when it's imbalanced, can start things and not always finish them. So it's like, it feels like there's a lot of open tabs here. There's probably a lot of question marks. This is probably something that started off as strong, sexy, passionate, and you're wondering, where the hell did this person go, or what happened here? All right, so let's see how you're viewing the relationship. All right, as the Queen of Wands in reverse, some of you, you're seeing it as just, you know, a fling. Maybe you feel like, okay, it was just a physical connection. It isn't the connection I thought it was going to be. You may also see that this connection is heavily impacted by some sort of third party. And third parties don't have to be romantic rivals, although it kind of feels like there definitely could be one here. You may know about that, or you may intuitively feel like that's what's going on. It's definitely showing up here, how you're viewing them in the relationship. So you may feel like this person kept you like an option, or they went quiet because they wanted to explore other options. But what's interesting, Gemini, is this person showing up as the Emperor, Aries energy. Now, careful you're not making assumptions here. Sometimes our mind plays tricks on us. I'm not telling you to gaslight yourselves and not to ignore information that you already know if you know there's a third party. And again, you need to, you know, your body clock is accurate, right, about how you're feeling with this connection. But the Emperor energy tells me, this Aries energy, this person is ready to and wants to step up. I feel like this might be like the Hermit energy. They may have ghosted, or they may have gone quiet, and, you know, your mind might be racing, or you're feeling really disappointed. Maybe there's been a separation or a fight or an argument. But this person is ready to come clean. All right. And for some of you, third party, like, it doesn't have to be a romantic rival. It can be work. It can be family. It can be distance. It can be anything that really kind of drives a wedge between two people. All right, let's see what else we need to know here, please. Don't wait to get picked. Don't chase anything that doesn't want to be caught. Instead, pick yourself up and forge ahead, Gemini. Yeah, and I feel like you're kind of in that energy. You're trying to figure that out. And if this person went quiet or maybe made you feel like an option, really powerful message here. All right. If you're not at peace with yourself, nothing you attract will bring you peace. So check your vibe. Okay? So again, I feel like you're doing that being in the Four of Swords. I think you're allowing yourself to grieve or to go through the motion, like go through the emotions that are coming up for you. And really you need to trust what calms your nervous system, Gemini. What brings you peace? That's what you need to focus on. That's what you need to invest your time and energy into. And like I said, a lot of you may be doing that with the Four of Swords. All right, and the little things. So find the little things in your everyday life that make you happy, and one day you'll realize they're the big things. I kind of feel like some of my Geminis, you're either going through a separation or you're going through a pause here with this person, and Spirit's giving you really powerful advice on how to get through this uncomfortable period. All right, focus on the little things. Focus on the things that bring you peace. You know, check your vibe. Try to reset as much as possible. Know that you're nobody's option. Yeah, and Spirit's also saying don't settle. So don't accept your current circumstances as the best you'll ever have. Don't be afraid to start over. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit's saying too, like if something wasn't working here or something was making you feel bad, it may be time to let it go. Focus on you. Focus on your life. Focus on moving ahead without this energy. Not to say that, you know, you're not going to give this person another chance. And that's for those of you like where this person hasn't lied or they haven't cheated. But I actually feel for a lot of my Geminis, this is advice for you to get through this uncomfortable period that you're in here with this person. Okay, and like I said, I just want to repeat, those of you who have been hurt or disappointed or cheated on or betrayed by this person or lied to, you know, this is powerful. This is powerful messaging not to channel your energy into a relationship like that. But for a lot of my Geminis with the Hermit card and the Emperor energy, this person is ready to step up. This person is ready to come out of a period of analysis, come out of hiding, isolation, come out of quiet. They're ready to step up and I feel tell you the truth or step up with this to this relationship. Ace of Pentacles, double Ace of Pentacles. See, this person's hoping for a solid new beginning with you. That's the conclusion they've come to, is that they want a new solid beginning with you. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, but they're lacking confidence, most likely because they either disappeared or they weren't completely honest with you about their feelings, or they needed time to figure things out. For some of you, they needed time to get rid of other options, clean up their side of the street. And we see the Page of Pentacles, but they've been thinking about this. They've been thinking about what they want to say to you, how they want to say it. They've been thinking about the offer that they want to make you. They want to make you a solid and secure offer here, Gemini. Now, for some of you, I mean, this may be just somebody you're dating or somebody you're interested in. I actually see them getting rid of other options if that's the case. The Ace of Pentacles, they see something solid. They see potential for security, stability with you. Wow, even some sort of contract or connection here with this Libran energy. They see you as balanced. They don't realize that you're kind of going through it behind the scenes or feeling this sense of lack or loss. And also, I mean, like a lot of my Geminis with your Oracle cards, you may even very much so be considering moving on from this person. I'm not sure that they realize that. I mean, there's probably a part of them that does, but they know they need to make it up to you. And they want to bring this connection into balance because they're seeing that you complete them in the most harmonious ways. The Nine of Swords, they may know that you've been a little bit upset here, but I'm actually getting this is more of a projection because Hermit card and Nine of Swords share similar anxiety energy. So I do think this person has been losing sleep over you. I think they're losing sleep over how they're going to make this up to you or how they're going to bring this into balance. Virgo, Gemini energy, the Magician card. Yeah, they see you as checking all of their boxes. They see that there's magic around this connection. They're hoping that you'll open up the learning path of forgiveness here for them. Or, you know, the Magician card is like getting things back on track. They see you being very self-focused here right now. Their energy, the Ten of Cups in reverse, some of you, they may be ending something to come towards you. Again, this person may be somebody who, I don't know if they struggle with relationships or they have a non-committal vibe. They're used to being highly independent, the Hermit card, right? But they're realizing there's something different with you, Gemini. There may be something in the Libra reading for you. Now remember, if a reading isn't resonating with you or you want more messages, make sure you check out your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. I also like to check out my North Node. But yeah, this person doesn't want to jump right into a relationship, but they don't want to lose this connection. Some of you, they're ending something to come towards you. Femme fatale, this person is sexy, attractive, and a liberator. Freeing yourself and others of outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. See, that's what they're doing. I think this person is realizing they want something solid and secure with you, and they're going to lose you. They're going to lose you because you're not going to wait around to be picked. You're not going to be somebody's option. You're not going to tolerate ambiguity, you know, for longer than necessary. Yeah, so I think they're freeing themselves, and if they have been in like a player type energy, for example, or they've been single for a long time, you know, I think they're releasing negative thought patterns that they have about long-term commitments and relationships because they're seeing you as the Magician and the Justice card. They see you as fair and just. They see you as having everything they need. I kind of see them being like, why would I even dream of letting this go? I kind of feel like this person's kicking themselves right now. I do think that they're acting like everything's cool, they're fine, they're happy, but that belies the truth. All right. They're viewing you as the Hermit card in reverse, so withdrawing from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. I don't think they think you're refusing to help those in need, but we did see you kind of being in that Four of Swords energy, so you've definitely cut off access here, or you've gone quiet. I think that's definitely spooked them. All right, and we see the Judge card, yeah, in reverse. So offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. I don't think that's what they think about you, but I think they're worried that you don't want to bring this connection into balance, or you won't accept their apology, okay, or that you're going to be highly critical of them. And it feels like some of my Geminis, you absolutely have reason to, all right, because it feels like they've hurt you or they switched things up on you, or they weren't really acting right. So the Sun in reverse behind the scenes, this person has been hiding their feelings, Gemini, acting like everything's fine. This is my kind of fake it till you make it card. This person may also be ego driven, or, you know, let their ego get in the way. Judgment card, yeah, their ego might get in the way of their better judgment. They're acting like everything's fine, but they have made a decision here that they want to reach out and they want to try to fix things, or they want to try to get on the same page, or they're ending something to be with you. And we see the Seven of Cups. Some of you, they're ending it with other options. They're making a decision here. They want to manifest this connection. And yep, they know they need to do things differently, but they also need to strategize about how to do that and how to come towards you. So you've got a big decision coming up, Gemini, with the Lovers card. Now, for some of you, this could be union or reunion with this person. We see the Ace of Cups, a chance at a fresh start or new love. Some of you, you have other options. Just remember that. Five of Wands in reverse, healing conflict, coming into union. Making a decision here based on clarity to have a new beginning. The decision's going to be yours, Gemini. I think the decision is just going to be up to you. And look, now we get the Ten of Cups coming out in the upright. Yeah, this person wants union with you. And they're worried they've missed their opportunity, or they're worried that you've moved on, or you no longer want to give to them. And again, it does depend on what's happened here, Gemini. Like I said, no good reader is going to recommend you go back to somebody that was like lying, cheating, stealing, being manipulative and things like that. So if there wasn't any sort of deal breaker. I see you coming, I see you moving towards union with this person. All right, so we see sneaky. This person's probably checking you out, asking like friends and family, coworkers, things like that about you, maybe even checking you out through, you know, fake social media accounts. This person looks like they're a little bit confused by the options about how to come towards you. Some of you, they did have other options, and that may have been why they kind of pulled back or acted the way they did. They may be, yeah, it does look like this person's been in hiding with that Hermit card. They may have been hiding the fact that they had other options available to you. Again, trust is paramount in a relationship, Gemini. So, you know, I don't know if you'll be able to actually trust this person or not. But, you know, again, it depends on if they were hiding that the fact that they had other options here, or they're just hiding from you until they figure out how they want to come towards you. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we see that you both have amazing chemistry, or you have amazing chemistry with this person. All right, Gemini. So I think you have a choice here to heal things with this person, depending on what's happened between the two of you. And for others of you, you might have a choice of a brand new connection if you're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. Or this person, you know, this person did me dirty. Okay, so just really trust your authority, trust your intuition. Trust your decision making here, Gemini. All right, this person might be much younger than you, or just a little bit less evolved. They have integrity, and you two are comfortable together. So they are coming in with integrity, with truth and honesty. Now, this card having integrity means that they may not have done something that was quote unquote wrong, okay? So if there were other options here, most likely it's because you weren't in a higher level of commitment. Maybe you were just dating. You know, like I said, I feel like they're coming clean. All right. And at the bottom of the deck, we get shows empathy. See, they know that they've hurt you, or they've upset you here, Gemini. And they may not have taken that into consideration before. They may have been much more self-focused, or like that ego energy, like somebody who just wanted to win an argument or something like that, not really focused on your feelings. But they are now. I feel this person has regret and remorse about hurting your feelings or making you feel bad in any way. Spirit saying trust your intuition, Gemini. True love. This love is emotional, physical, and unconditional. So there's potential for real love here if it's not already there. Someone feels remorse for the way they treated you. Yes, they do. And financial challenges are affecting this connection. So an energy of lack. Now, maybe there was an issue with finances. A lot of times, you know, we don't talk about that. I do here on, you know, in my readings, but financial stress can absolutely mess with connections. Absolutely. Somebody who's under a bit of financial stress can, you know, just not have the emotional bandwidth to deal with tension or love the way that they normally would. Radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go. So we get in your oracle cards and messages here, Gemini, that you are letting go, or you're in this process. And I think that's the process you're going through right now. This has been disappointing. This hasn't worked out the way I want it to. Maybe I just need to let this go. Right? I'm nobody's option. But I feel like that energy is really triggering this person. All right, some of you, this is a friendship that's leading to more. For others of you, you're going to focus on the friendship. You know, make them work for it. Make them show that, you know what, like how you deserve to be treated. You know, not just as a friend, but, you know, with that respect that, you know, they would give their best friend. All right, let's see. What does this person want to say to my Geminis? All right, mistakes. I wish I could right my wrongs. Ooh, yep, they're having a come to Jesus moment. And I'm always longing for you. They're always daydreaming about you, Gemini. And I haven't given up hope on us yet. So they're still hoping that this can turn around, or you two can get on the same page. Okay, that you'll forgive them. Or that what they're planning is going to work. All right, so what they would like to say to you that they may not be able to articulate is, something is still missing for me, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. So maybe they're just trying to find that missing piece of the puzzle. Okay. Again, I also feel too like there's this energy of lack that they do bring to the connection, or that they have right now. Again, it could be finances. It just could be they're not sure how to come towards you. I still love you. So they have strong feelings for you. And I wish I could take back the things I said. Yeah. So definitely regret and remorse there, Gemini. But I guess the question is going to be like, is it enough? You know, and also, I mean, obviously it depends on what happened here. All right, let's see what their very next actions towards you are. So we have this, I'm not going to take all of those. So we do have the Six of Swords in reverse, which is somebody stuck on you or somebody coming back around. But let's see. What are this person's very next actions towards my Geminis? The Lovers card. That's the outcome here. So within the next 6 days or so, this is communication. This is coming together. This is making a decision. Hanged Man energy, Pisces energy, kind of maybe when Pisces, Mercury goes direct in Pisces. But they've been holding back, looking at all the details. This has been a Tower moment from them. You might want to check out that Libra reading. There's a lot of similarities. And we see the Fool card energy in reverse. So I do think there's been a Tower where they're starting to feel foolish. They're starting to recognize what they've potentially lost. And Emperor energy in reverse by being a jerk, right? The Emperor in reverse is just a straight up jerk. Being selfish or just like saying things to win an argument. Letting the ego get in the way. Being too my way or the highway. They're definitely going through that Tower moment here. They are going to surprise you. They're going to shock and surprise you. All right. Final messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis. There's a lovely rainstorm happening. Nothing needs to be decided today. You're allowed to let clarity settle without forcing a conclusion. So you don't need to make any decisions yet, Gemini, okay? Let this teach you. Every experience offers refinement. All right. We also see stay in self-respect. So act in ways you won't need to justify to yourself later. Beautiful. And hold your center, Gemini. You can care without abandoning yourself. Okay. And let it unfold. Natural timing can't be forced. But I do see this person coming towards you with communication and decisiveness. All right, my lovely Geminis, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.